Hi, my name's Brian Heron. I'm the CEO of Opus IVS. We're here in my own personal garage, and I'd like to show you some of the projects that I do in my own time. So I want to talk today about a project that my son and I worked on. It's a Cadillac XT5, a 2018, that he found that was struck by lightning. So together we worked on this car and just basically went through the car from top to bottom to figure out what was wrong with it. Now when it arrived, nothing worked at all. The key wouldn't turn on, there was no power to anything. And through the process of diagnosing this car, we found 31 parts that needed to be replaced because they were damaged in the lightning strike. Now, when you do a car like this that needs more advanced diagnostics, sometimes you need a scan tool that has full coverage, so complete OEM coverage. And to do that, I used a new Opus tool called the DrivePro 2, which I'll show you in a minute, that actually runs the GM TechLine Connect and GDS software. So in the process of diagnosing this car, there was a number of modules that actually had to be replaced, and you can see here there's a bunch of them. Just walking through, like the ADAS camera, the front camera was completely dead, so it didn't turn on at all. The shift module has a LIN bus on it, and there was a bad sensor inside the shift module, so that had to be replaced. The engine control module was completely dead. And we just kind of have a list of parts that we go through here. The starter, for example, also was dead. One of the door lock actuators, the chassis control module, the body control module, and all of the engine coils were dead. So as my son and I diagnosed this car using the GM software, we actually used the advanced capabilities of the dealer tool to figure out what was wrong with this vehicle. We used things like the GM bus analyzer tool. We did an OEM scan on it to look at what modules were responding. In fact, we did a lot of OEM scans on this car. We also use the bidirectional controls that GM offers to be able to actuate things. So for example, a lot of the window switches were dead. You can see here there was 3 of them that were dead, and there was also 2 window motors that were dead. Actually, this is a window motor and this was a sunroof motor. To diagnose these with newer technology, you can actually use the OEM scan tool and trigger the motor to run or not run. And you can watch the switch presses on the tool. So we were able to use the factory tool inside of the Opus DrivePro 2 product to actually do the OEM diagnostics, and it saved us a lot of time because we didn't have to actually replace a part and see if it worked. In fact, every part that I replaced on this vehicle was the right part, one at a time. Just stepping through the process and carefully diagnosing each part, we were able to order the part, replace the part, and move on to the next one in the chain. So what I would like to do now that we've seen kind of what the parts have gone into this, I'd like to just show you how the Opus diagnostic tool works with the GM software and why this is a big deal for us at Opus to have this product released now. So what I'd like to do is just kind of take you right over here to the DrivePro 2 Plus. You'll see the Scan Tool Hub where there's aftermarket software like Auto Ingenuity and AutoLogic. There's also wrap and remote services. The 2 new features for Opus with DrivePro 2 really are the CarDAC, which is a CarDAC inside that you can run your own software on. It's a whole virtual machine with Windows, and Farsight mode. Farsight mode is where this is at for me. It's a library of OEM software that runs on the CarDAC, and you just apply your own license. So I'm going to go into Farsight mode, and you'll see I have GM installed on this tool, so I'm going to launch that and show you GDS2. Now you can see GM GDS2 is launched. We're going to jump right into diagnostics on this car. First thing we're going to do is we're going to connect to the car here. You can see it identify the 2018 Cadillac XT5. It's using the CarDAC inside, and the software is actually running on the tool. So as GDS loads, it gives you module diagnostics where you can go into individual modules and do specific functions and tests, and vehicle diagnostics. I'm going to go into vehicle diagnostics and show you what an OEM scan looks like, because that's where I started on this car. And the very first time I didn't get any results because the whole bus was down. But as I started to get modules back up on the bus, then I could run the OEM scan and I could see which modules were responding and what codes they had. So right now it's going to run the OEM scan, which is only going to take us probably less than a minute to do here on the tool. And as it runs through the scan, what you're going to see is a list of all the modules on the car. You're going to see a green check if the module has responded and there's no codes. You're going to see a red X if the module doesn't respond, and you're going to see this triangle if there is a module that responded but it had error messages. Now, on this car, when you see a red X, it's because the vehicle is not equipped with that module. And I actually had to pull up the RPO codes for this vehicle and look through the service information to determine, okay, like the headlight control module has a red X, I had to look up and see it's not actually equipped on this vehicle. You can also see from here which pins the modules are on. So that's pretty helpful when you're doing diagnostics. So here we go, we did an OEM scan. So I'm going to click on details. And you can see I still have 3 codes left in this car, which I'm really happy about because I started initially with no codes and nothing worked. And then as modules came on, I had over 50 codes at one point. These 3 last codes, 2 of them are a LIN bus because I have a door switch that I need. It's on order, I can't get it. And I also have that front view camera I showed you, needs to be calibrated. So I have to do the actual ADAS calibration on this vehicle for that code to go away. That's all we have left for trouble codes. So now I'm going to back up and I'm just going to show you quickly how you can dive into individual modules as well. So if I back out of the whole vehicle section, I'm going to jump into modules. And you can see I clicked on the active safety module first. It's not equipped, so it just told me not available. But now I'm going to go into the, let's go to the body control module. That's kind of an interesting one here. And now you can see that it has codes, data display, and functions, and resets. So when I was diagnosing the windows, what I did is I went into control functions, and then I went into Windows. And right from Windows, I can actually run the window motors up and down. So if I command the motor up or down and it doesn't go up or down, I have a good suspicion that there's either a power issue to that window motor or it's actually the motor itself. So that was really instrumental in testing out which motors were bad on the windows. I did the same thing with the sunroof. You can run the sunroof up and down and the shade up and down. Also though, you can go into the data list and you can see if I go to data display here that I can pick the window data and I can actually see all the switches. So as I press on the switches, these will go from inactive to active or yes to no. So some of the switches that I diagnosed as bad, I would actually press the switch and I could see that some of them worked and some of them didn't work. That was extremely helpful. So there's a lot more to this. It's the OEM application. It's the same tool that the dealerships use. And I could spend all day showing you all the different processes, but I just wanted to give you a taste of how Opus is taking the OEM software and they're putting it inside of their tool. They're using the CARDAC inside and they're using a virtual machine technology to be able to deliver all these different OE applications on a single box and keep them up to date. You still have to put your own OEM license in though to use them. So that's where the DrivePro is, and I'm really excited to see it get out in the market and have user feedback on the OEM software. On the aftermarket software, it has like AutoLogic and AutoIngenuity. Also on wrap and remote services because you can get a brand specific master tech to help you at any point, whether you're using OEM software or aftermarket software. And that's what we have. It was great to use this tool. I had the opportunity to use a pre-prototype unit to diagnose this car and give feedback directly to Opus as they were developing it. I'm excited to hear what other people have to say about this product.